Have you ever wondered why some of the oldest stories in human history keep mentioning the same simple foods over and over again? Not gold, not rare spices, not complicated recipes, just humble plants, seeds, fruits, and oils. What if the real treasures of the ancient world weren't hidden in vaults but growing in fields, pressed into oil, or carried in small leather pouches across deserts? Today we're diving into 10 biblical superfoods, powerful natural foods mentioned in Scripture that have nourished generations for thousands of years. Now let's be clear, no food heals instantly like magic, but these ancient staples are packed with nutrients that support the body in powerful science-backed ways. And the wisdom behind them? It has stood the test of time. 1. Honey. Now picture a rocky hillside dotted with wildflowers, bees moving methodically from bloom to bloom. Honey was so prized in biblical times that it symbolized divine abundance. A land flowing with milk and honey. It represented sweetness after struggle, provision after scarcity. Yet honey is far more than natural sweetness. Raw, unfiltered honey contains enzymes like glucose oxidase, which slowly produces hydrogen peroxide when diluted. One reason honey has natural antibacterial properties. This is why honey has been used for centuries to treat wounds and burns. Modern medicine even uses medical-grade honey in clinical settings for certain types of wound care. But its benefits go deeper. Honey contains flavonoids and phenolic acids, antioxidant compounds that reduce oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is one of the major contributors to aging and chronic disease. By neutralizing free radicals, honey supports cellular integrity. When consumed moderately, honey may also have a more balanced impact on blood sugar compared to refined white sugar. While it still contains glucose and fructose, its natural composition and trace nutrients slow absorption slightly. It also contains small amounts of minerals such as potassium, calcium, and iron, along with B vitamins in trace quantities. Honey has a soothing effect on the throat and respiratory tract. Its thick texture coats irritated tissues, reducing coughing reflexes. Studies have even shown that honey can be as effective as some over-the-counter cough suppressants for mild upper respiratory infections. But perhaps one of its most fascinating benefits is its interaction with the gut. Raw honey acts as a prebiotic, feeding beneficial gut bacteria like bifidobacteria. A healthy gut microbiome influences immunity, digestion, mood regulation, and even inflammation levels throughout the body. Unlike refined sugar, which spikes blood sugar rapidly and offers no additional nutrients, raw honey brings complexity. It contains pollen traces, enzymes, amino acids, and bioactive plant compounds that reflect the environment in which it was produced. However, quality matters immensely. Highly processed commercial honey is often heated and filtered, stripping away many beneficial enzymes and antioxidants. Raw, local honey retains the most biological activity. A spoonful stirred into warm, not boiling, water preserves enzymes. Combined with lemon and ginger, it becomes a soothing tonic. Added to plain yogurt, it supports gut health. Used sparingly, it satisfies sweet cravings while delivering additional nutritional value. But balance is essential. Honey is still sugar and should be consumed mindfully. The power lies not in excess, but in replacing refined sweetness with something more natural and biologically active. In ancient times, honey symbolized blessing. Today, it reminds us that sweetness and healing can coexist when used wisely. Both olive oil and honey share something profound. They are minimally processed gifts from nature. No laboratory engineering, no synthetic additives, just careful harvesting and respect for natural processes. They teach a deeper lesson. Health is not always found in dramatic interventions. Sometimes it grows slowly through daily rituals. A drizzle of oil, a spoon of honey, a return to what sustained humanity for generations. Healing in its truest form is rarely instant, but nourishment, consistent, intentional nourishment, changes everything over time. 2. Figs. Figs are among the earliest fruits ever cultivated by human hands. In biblical times, the fig tree was more than agriculture. It was a symbol of stability, security, and blessing. To dwell safely under one's fig tree represented peace and provision. It was a picture of a life sustained by the land. But beyond symbolism, figs are nutritionally impressive in a very practical way. They are especially rich in dietary fiber, one of the most overlooked components of modern diets. Fiber supports healthy digestion by adding bulk to stool and encouraging regular bowel movements. This helps prevent constipation and supports colon health over time. Even more importantly, the soluble fiber in figs acts as fuel for beneficial gut bacteria. A healthy gut microbiome influences not only digestion, but also immune strength, inflammation levels, and even metabolic balance. When gut bacteria thrive, the entire body benefits. Just a few dried figs provide meaningful amounts of potassium, a mineral essential for regulating blood pressure and maintaining proper heart rhythm. Potassium helps counteract the effects of excess sodium in the diet, relaxing blood vessel walls and supporting healthy circulation. Figs also contain calcium and magnesium. Calcium is vital for bone strength and muscle contraction, while magnesium plays a role in nerve function, energy production, and muscle relaxation. Many people are mildly deficient in magnesium without realizing it, and figs offer a gentle, natural source. Although figs are naturally sweet, their fiber content slows the absorption of sugars into the bloodstream. This helps prevent rapid spikes in blood glucose levels when eaten in moderation. Their natural sweetness, balanced by fiber and micronutrients, makes them a far better choice than refined, sugary snacks. Figs also contain plant compounds such as polyphenols and flavonoids. These antioxidants help neutralize free radicals, unstable molecules that contribute to cellular damage and aging. By reducing oxidative stress, antioxidants support long-term heart, brain, and immune health. In ancient healing traditions, mashed figs were used as poultices for skin irritations or inflammation. While ancient people did not understand antioxidants, they observed that figs had soothing and restorative effects. Today we know that their natural compounds likely contributed to those benefits. Fresh figs offer hydration and vitamin C, while dried figs provide concentrated minerals and fiber. Both forms have value depending on the need. Soft, gently sweet, and deeply satisfying, figs represent nourishment that feels comforting yet works powerfully behind the scenes. They remind us that healing does not always come from intensity. Sometimes it comes from steady, daily nourishment. 3. Lentils. Lentils may seem simple, even humble, but in biblical times they were a staple powerful enough to become part of one of the most memorable stories in Scripture. They were everyday food, nourishing families, sustaining workers, and fueling long journeys. They required no luxury, no excess, just water, fire, and patience. Yet nutritionally, lentils are anything but ordinary. These small legumes are rich in plant-based protein, making them an excellent foundation for muscle repair and cellular regeneration. Unlike many plant foods, lentils provide a substantial protein content along with complex carbohydrates, creating a balanced source of energy. Their complex carbohydrates digest slowly, which means they release glucose gradually into the bloodstream. This steady release helps prevent sharp spikes and crashes in blood sugar levels. For energy stability throughout the day, lentils are remarkably effective. Fiber is one of their greatest strengths. Lentils contain both soluble and insoluble fiber. Soluble fiber helps lower LDL cholesterol by binding to cholesterol particles and removing them from the body. This supports heart health and reduces long-term cardiovascular risk. Insoluble fiber promotes healthy digestion by supporting regular bowel movements and preventing sluggish digestion. Together, these fibers nourish beneficial gut bacteria. A diverse and healthy gut microbiome influences immune strength, metabolic balance, and even inflammation levels throughout the body. Lentils are also an excellent source of iron, essential for oxygen transport in the blood. Iron deficiency remains one of the most common nutrient deficiencies worldwide. Consuming iron-rich plant foods like lentils, especially alongside vitamin C sources, helps support healthy energy levels and prevents fatigue. Folate, another key nutrient in lentils, is vital for DNA synthesis and cell division. It plays an especially important role in pregnancy and overall cellular health. Magnesium and potassium further support nerve signaling, muscle function, and blood pressure regulation. Because lentils are nutrient-dense yet low in fat, they provide long-lasting satiety without heaviness. You feel full, satisfied, and steady, not sluggish. Affordable, shelf-stable, and deeply nourishing, lentils prove that powerful food does not need to be rare or expensive. Sometimes the strongest foundation for health is built on the most modest ingredients. 4. Pomegranates. The pomegranate has long been a symbol of abundance, blessing, and life. Its vibrant red seeds, tightly packed within a protective shell, reflect both beauty and strength. In biblical imagery, it represented fertility, prosperity, and divine favor. Modern science has revealed that this ancient fruit is one of the most antioxidant-rich foods available. Pomegranates contain powerful polyphenols, particularly punicalagins and anthocyanins. These compounds give the fruit its deep ruby color and provide strong protection against oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is linked to aging and many chronic diseases, including heart disease and metabolic disorders. Punicalagins are especially potent antioxidants found in pomegranate juice. They help protect blood vessels from damage and reduce inflammation in the cardiovascular system. By lowering oxidative stress, they support healthier arteries and improved circulation. Studies suggest that regular consumption of pomegranate juice may help lower systolic blood pressure and improve endothelial function, the ability of blood vessels to expand and contract properly. Healthy endothelial function is essential for preventing plaque buildup and maintaining smooth blood flow. Pomegranates also support cholesterol balance by reducing the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, one of the key processes involved in arterial plaque formation. Beyond heart health, the anti-inflammatory properties of pomegranates may support joint comfort. Some research indicates that pomegranate compounds can inhibit enzymes that break down cartilage, potentially benefiting individuals with inflammatory joint conditions. The fruit also supports immune resilience. Vitamin C, along with its broad range of phytonutrients, helps strengthen the body's defense systems. These compounds assist immune cells in responding more effectively to stress and pathogens. Even at the cellular level, pomegranate antioxidants help protect DNA from oxidative damage. Emerging research suggests these protective effects may contribute to long-term vitality. When eaten whole, pomegranate seeds provide both juice and fiber. The fiber slows sugar absorption, making the fruit more metabolically balanced than processed sweet drinks. Fresh seeds offer hydration, while pure juice delivers concentrated polyphenols, best consumed without added sugars. There is something symbolic about opening a pomegranate. You must slow down, carefully separating the seeds. Each small aril contains a burst of flavor and a concentrated package of nutrients. You are not simply eating fruit, you are consuming thousands of tiny reservoirs of protective plant compounds. If figs represent calm, grounding nourishment, pomegranates represent vibrant protection and vitality. Both have endured across centuries because they nourish deeply and consistently. Ancient wisdom recognized their value long before laboratories confirmed it. And today they remain powerful reminders that some of the most effective superfoods have been growing quietly in nature all along. 5. Olive oil. Close your eyes and imagine the hills of ancient Israel covered in silver-green olive trees, their branches twisting under the sun. For thousands of years, olive oil was not just an ingredient. It was survival, medicine, wealth, light, and sacred symbolism all in one. In biblical culture, it fueled lamps through the night, enriched daily meals, consecrated priests and kings, and soothed wounded skin. Olive oil represented blessing, abundance, and divine favor. But beyond symbolism, olive oil is nutritionally extraordinary. Extra virgin olive oil, at the least processed form, is rich in monounsaturated fatty acids, especially oleic acid. This specific fat has been extensively studied for its role in reducing chronic inflammation, one of the root drivers of modern diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and neurodegeneration. It works in multiple ways. First, it helps reduce levels of LDL cholesterol, the type that contributes to plaque buildup in arteries. At the same time, it supports HDL cholesterol, which helps transport excess cholesterol away from the bloodstream. This dual action improves overall cardiovascular balance. Second, olive oil enhances endothelial function, meaning it helps blood vessels relax and expand properly. Healthy blood vessels mean better circulation, improved oxygen delivery, and lower blood pressure risk. Third, the polyphenols in extra virgin olive oil act as powerful antioxidants. These compounds neutralize free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells and accelerate aging. Polyphenols also protect LDL cholesterol from oxidation, a key step in plaque formation. And then there is brain health. Populations that consume olive oil regularly, such as those in Mediterranean regions, consistently show lower rates of cognitive decline. The anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties appear to protect neurons from damage over time. In ancient healing practices, oil was applied directly to wounds. While it wasn't sterile medicine, it did create a protective barrier and delivered mild antimicrobial effects. Today, we understand that olive oil contains compounds that can inhibit certain bacteria and calm irritated skin. It is still used in natural skincare for its moisturizing and restorative properties. Internally, olive oil stimulates bile production, aiding digestion and improving the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. Without healthy fats like olive oil, your body cannot efficiently use these essential nutrients. Even the gut benefits. Some research suggests olive oil supports beneficial gut bacteria and reduces intestinal inflammation, contributing to a healthier microbiome. The key, however, is quality. Cold-pressed, extra virgin olive oil retains the highest levels of protective compounds. Heat and heavy processing destroy much of its therapeutic potential. A single tablespoon daily, drizzled over vegetables, mixed into salads, or stirred into warm dishes, can gradually shift your internal environment toward resilience. Olive oil doesn't shock the body into healing. It quietly builds protection day after day. Sometimes the most powerful medicine comes in the simplest form: golden, smooth, and patiently consistent. 6. Garlic. Garlic carries a bold presence. Sharp aroma, intense flavor, unmistakable character. In biblical accounts, it was remembered even during times of hardship, a sign of how valued it was in daily life. Garlic was not merely seasoning, it was sustenance and protection. Modern science has uncovered why this pungent bulb earned such a reputation. When garlic is crushed or chopped, it produces allicin, a sulfur-containing compound responsible for many of its health benefits. Allicin has strong antimicrobial properties, meaning it can inhibit the growth of certain bacteria, viruses, and fungi. This helps explain why garlic has been traditionally used to fight infections. Garlic also has powerful anti-inflammatory effects. Chronic inflammation underlies many modern diseases, including heart disease and metabolic disorders. By helping reduce inflammatory markers, garlic supports long-term resilience. Cardiovascular health is one of garlic's most studied benefits. Regular garlic consumption has been associated with reductions in total cholesterol and LDL cholesterol levels. It may also help prevent the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, a key factor in plaque formation within arteries. Additionally, garlic supports healthy blood pressure. Certain compounds in garlic help relax blood vessels, improving circulation and reducing strain on the heart. Improved arterial flexibility enhances oxygen and nutrient delivery throughout the body. Garlic also assists the liver's detoxification processes. Sulfur compounds in garlic support enzymes involved in eliminating toxins from the body. This contributes to overall metabolic balance and internal cleansing. Beyond its physical benefits, garlic enhances flavor in a way that encourages people to cook whole foods at home. And cooking more whole foods is itself a powerful health practice. Its scent is strong, its taste is bold, but beneath that intensity lies a complex plant with remarkable protective potential. Garlic reminds us that sometimes the strongest medicine carries the strongest flavor. 7. Barley. Barley was one of the foundational grains of the ancient world. It was accessible, affordable, and dependable. In biblical times, barley fed families, supported communities, and formed the base of daily meals. It was a grain of resilience. Whole barley remains a nutritional treasure. Its most powerful component is beta-glucan, a type of soluble fiber with well-documented heart benefits. Beta-glucan forms a gel-like substance in the digestive tract that binds to cholesterol and helps remove it from the body. This process contributes to lower LDL cholesterol levels and improved cardiovascular health. Beta-glucan also slows carbohydrate absorption, helping regulate blood sugar levels. This makes barley especially valuable for maintaining insulin sensitivity and preventing energy crashes. Because barley digests slowly, it provides sustained energy and long-lasting fullness. Unlike refined grains that spike blood sugar quickly and leave you hungry soon after, whole barley offers stability and balance. Barley is also rich in selenium, a trace mineral that supports antioxidant defenses and immune function. Selenium helps protect cells from oxidative damage and plays a role in thyroid health. Magnesium in barley supports nerve signaling, muscle relaxation, and blood pressure control. B vitamins, including niacin and thiamine, assist in converting food into usable energy. The structure of whole barley, intact fiber, bran, and germ, means it retains its full nutritional profile. Refining grains removes much of this benefit. Barley stands as a reminder of the power of whole, minimally processed foods. In a world dominated by white flour and heavily refined carbohydrates, barley represents something ancient and steady. It does not promise instant transformation. Instead, it offers dependable nourishment, the kind that strengthens the body gradually and consistently. Lentils build strength. Garlic protects and defends. Barley sustains and stabilizes. Each of these biblical superfoods reflects a different aspect of health: energy, protection, and endurance. And together they remind us that the foundation of vitality often lies in simple, whole ingredients that have nourished humanity for thousands of years. 8. Dates. Dates were a desert superfood. Portable, sweet, and long-lasting, they provided quick energy for travelers. Dates are rich in natural sugars, fiber, potassium, and antioxidants. They support digestive health and provide fast fuel without synthetic additives. Potassium supports heart rhythm and muscle function. Fiber promotes regularity. Antioxidants protect cells from oxidative damage. Despite their sweetness, dates have a moderate glycemic impact when eaten whole due to their fiber content. They are nature's energy bar, simple, nourishing, and sustaining. 9. Almonds. Almonds are referenced in Scripture as symbols of watchfulness and promise. Nutritionally, they are dense with goodness. Almonds provide healthy fats, protein, vitamin E, magnesium, and fiber. Vitamin E acts as a powerful antioxidant that protects cell membranes. Magnesium supports nerve function, muscle health, and blood sugar regulation. Healthy fats promote heart health and satiety. A small handful of almonds daily has been associated with improved cholesterol levels and reduced inflammation. Crunchy, satisfying, and nutrient-rich, almonds are a compact source of nourishment. 10. Grapes. Grapes and vineyards are deeply woven into biblical imagery. Beyond symbolism, grapes are rich in beneficial plant compounds. They contain resveratrol, a powerful antioxidant linked to heart health and longevity. Grapes support circulation, protect blood vessels, and combat oxidative stress. The natural sugars in grapes provide quick energy, while their hydration supports cellular function. Whether eaten fresh or dried as raisins, grapes deliver protective phytonutrients in every bite. As we reflect on these 10 biblical superfoods, one powerful truth becomes clear. Healing is rarely about one dramatic moment. It's about daily nourishment. It's about returning to simple, whole foods that have sustained humanity for thousands of years. These foods aren't mysterious. They aren't expensive. They aren't trends. They are timeless. If you found this exploration meaningful, take a moment to consider which of these ancient superfoods you can begin incorporating into your daily life. Sometimes the most powerful changes begin with the smallest, simplest choices. A drizzle of olive oil, a handful of almonds, a spoonful of honey. The wisdom of the past may be exactly what we need for a healthier future,